Hello there, welcome back to Max's Cards and Dice Dugout. This is episode number 105, and it's a continuation of the 1974-75 New York Nets project. We're using Uptempo Basketball from the Clark and Addison Gaming Company and creator Brian Haverkamp. It's not a quick play game, it's not a full play game, it's not a play-by-play game. I'd say it's a hybrid that kind of leans towards a play-by-play game, but it checks all the boxes for me, and it has a nice flow to it. So we're at game number 7 for the Nets. After losing their home opener to the Utah Stars, they've run off 5 wins in a row, and now they come into the St. Louis Arena to take on the Spirits of St. Louis, owned by the Silna brothers, who had to have pulled off one of the, if not the greatest and most lucrative deals in sports. I won't get into details here for brevity, but you can check it out on YouTube or Wikipedia. All right, so first off, this game took place on Sunday, October 27th, 1974. In real life, the Nets won that game by 18 points, 109-91. We'll see what happens here tonight at the St. Louis Arena. Opening tip-off goes to the Spirits. So the Spirits come down the court. 65, that's going to be a basket, and that's coming from Maurice Lucas. So Lucas with the 2. And the Spirits lead 2-0. Here come the Nets the other way. And that's a turnover. Back to St. Louis. That's going to be another basket for the Spirits. And that one's coming from Steve Jones. So now it's 4-0 St. Louis with 11 minutes to go in the opening period. Here come the Nets, and they turned it over once again. Spirits coming the other way. That's going to be another basket. Steve Jones again. And the Spirits have opened this game with a 6-0 run so far. Here come the Nets the other way and turn it over once again. It's now 10 minutes left in the game. Or excuse me, in the first period. That's another basket. It's Maurice Lucas again. So far it's been Lucas and Jones. And it's 8-0 Spirits in the first period with 9:40 to go. Can the Nets get a basket to drop? Yes, they do. And that's coming from Brian Taylor, point guard, BT. And the Nets are on the board. It's 8-2 in favor of the Spirits with 9:20 in the first. This is a 2-point attempt for St. Louis, and that's going to be coming from Freddie Lewis. He will be defended by Brian Taylor, who's a -6. That makes Lewis a 42.8, and he misses the shot. So 9 minutes to go. 8-2 in favor of the Spirits. Here come the Nets. This is a 2-point attempt, and that's coming from Larry Keenan. Special K will be defended by Marvin Barnes, who's a -2. That makes Keenan a 48.9, and he misses the shot. 8:40 to go. First period, Spirits lead 8-2. This is a free throw attempt. That'll be coming from Goo Kennedy, who is a 72.5. He makes the first and makes the second. And it's now 10-2 in favor of the Spirits. The Spirits were the team that knocked the Nets out of the playoffs this 74-75 season, and that was a major upset. But here, there's 8:20 to go, and the Nets have the ball trailing 10-2. That's going to be a basket, and that is coming from Special K, Larry Keenan. And it's now 10-4 in favor of the Spirits with 8 minutes to go here in the opening period. That's another basket for St. Louis, and it's coming from Fly Williams. off the bench. And the Spirits have an 8-point lead, 12-4, with 7:40 to go in the opening period. This is a 2-point attempt for the Nets, and taking that shot is going to be Al Skinner. He will be defended by Fly Williams, who is a +2. That makes Skinner a 51 even, and he misses the shot. Not a good start for the Nets here. 7:20, and St. Louis leads 12-4. That's another basket for St. Louis, and that is coming from Maurice Lucas. 6 points for Lucas here in the opening period, and it's 14-4, 10-point lead for the Spirits. 7 minutes to go in the opening period, and that is another turnover. Quite a few turnovers for the Nets here in the first period. 6:40 to go. That's another basket coming from Gus Gerard. And it's now 16-4, 12-point lead for St. Louis with 6:20 to go in the opening period. Here's a basket for the Nets, and that'll be coming from Larry Keenan. And it's 16-6 in favor of St. Louis with 6 minutes to go in the opening period. This is a 3-point attempt, and taking that shot out at the arc will be Freddie Lewis. He will be defended by Bill Melchione, who's a -3. That makes Lewis a 24.9. And he misses from out there. That's coming the other way with 5:40 in the opening period. And they're going to go on a run. A much-needed run for the Nets. And let's see what that's going to be. A 98. It's going to be a 12-0 run. Gets them right back in the game. So let's get the 12-0 card out here. And we'll roll on it. We got an 87. So we're looking at the bottom row here. So first is going to be the point guard, and that will be Brian Taylor. And Brian Taylor's going to score 3 free throws and miss 1. So we'll give him 3 here. 7, 8, and 9 points now for the Nets. Next will be the shooting guard, and that is going to be Super John Williamson, and he will have 1 basket. So the Nets are at 11 and now trail 16-11. And small forward will be Julius Erving, and Irving will also score a basket, his first points of the game. And now it's 16-13. And nothing for the power forward, and for the center, who's going to be Billy Paltz. He'll have 2 baskets and a free throw. And the Nets now have the lead, 18-16. We take 2 minutes off the clock, so we're down to 3:40. And we're going the other way with St. Louis. That's a basket for St. Louis, and that is coming from Marvin Barnes, his first points of the game. And we are tied at 18. 3:20 to go in the opening period. That's going to be a basket for the Nets, and making that shot will be Brian Taylor, point guard. 7 points for Taylor here in the opening period. And the Nets lead 20-18 with 3 minutes to go. That's going to be a basket for the Spirits, and making that shot will be Marvin Barnes. So we're tied at 20. 2:40 to go in the opening period. This is going to be a free throw attempt for the Nets, and taking that shot will be John Williamson. He's an 83.7. He makes the first one and makes the second. So the Nets lead 22-20 with 2:20 to go in the opening period. That's going to be a basket for the Spirits, and making that shot will be Gus Gerard. So we're tied at 22 with 2 minutes to go in the opening period. Nets coming down the court. It's going to be a free throw attempt, and taking that shot will be Julius Erving, or those shots. He's a 79.9 from the line. He makes the first one and makes the second one. So the Nets lead 24-22 with 1:40 remaining in the opening period. Here comes St. Louis the other way. It's a 2-point attempt, and taking that shot will be Freddie Lewis, point guard, and he will be defended by Bill Melchioni, who's a -3. Freddie Lewis becomes a 45.8, and he makes the shot. His first points of the game. And we are knotted at 24 with 1:20 remaining in the opening period. It's going to be a 2-point attempt for the Nets. Taking that shot will be Larry Keenan. He will be defended by Marvin Barnes, who's a -2. That makes Keenan a 48.9, and he misses that shot. Good defense by Marvin Barnes, and the Spirit are coming the other way with the game tied at 24. And 1 minute to go in the opening period. This is going to be a 2-point attempt for St. Louis. And that's going to be Maurice Lucas, who will be defended by Willie Sojourner, who is a -6. That makes Lucas a 41 even, and he makes the shot. 8 points for Lucas in the opening period, and the Spirits now lead 26-24 with 40 seconds to go in the first period. It's going to be a basket for the Nets, and making that will be John Williamson. And we're tied at 26. 20 seconds to go in the opening period. It's going to be a free throw attempt for St. Louis. Taking those shots will be Maurice Lucas, who's a 78.6. He misses the first one and misses the second one. And the final possession of the first period, so that's going the other way. 27, that's a free throw attempt. Taking those shots will be Larry Keenan. He's a 77 even. Makes the first, makes the second, and that's how the first period ends. So let's give Keenan his 2 free throws. And at the end of the first period, the Nets lead 28-26, and I'll be excuse me, I'll be right back with the second period once I get these totals. All right, here we are back for the second period with the Nets leading 28-26. And the Nets get possession to start the second period. And that's going to be a basket, and making that shot will be Brian Taylor, point guard. And it's now 30-26 in favor of the Nets. Here come the Spirit the other way. It's a free throw attempt. And going to the line will be Marvin Barnes, who's a 67 even from the line. He makes the first one and makes the second one. So it's 30-28 in favor of the Nets. 11:20 to go in the opening period. This is going to be a basket, and making that shot will be Larry Keenan. Nets lead 32-28 with 11 to go in the first half. It's a 2-point attempt for St. Louis. Taking the shot will be Gus Gerard. He'll be defended by Wendell Ladner, who's a -7. That makes Gerard a 38-6, and he misses. Good defense from Wendell. And we're going the other way with the Nets leading 32-28 with 10:40 to go. And that's a basket for New York, and making that shot will be Larry Keenan. So it's now 34-28, 6-point lead for the Nets, 10:20 to go in the first half. It's a free throw attempt, and taking that will be Freddie Lewis. He's an even 84. He makes the first shot, and he makes the second. So the Nets lead 34-30 with 10 minutes to go in the first half. It's going to be a free throw attempt, and taking those shots will be Billy Paltz, who's a 74.8. He misses the first one and makes the second. So Paltz gets 1 of 2 to drop, and it's now 35-30. Favor of the Nets with 9:40 to go in the first half. And St. Louis is going on a run. And we roll a 60, and that's going to be a 6-0 run. So let's get that card out. All right. We'll roll on the 6-0 card. We roll a 26. So we're going to use this second row here. So the point guard, who in this case is going to be Jimmy Foster, will score a basket and make 1 of 2 free throws for his first points of the game. So he gets a 2 and 1 free throw. So now it's 35-33 in favor of the Nets. Next is going to be the shooting guard, who's going to make one from out at the arc, and that will be Freddie Lewis. Hits the 3. And it's now 36-35 in favor of the Spirits. And that's the scoring. So we'll be going the other way with the Nets. We take 2 minutes off the clock. We're down to 7:40 remaining in the first half, with the Spirits leading 36-35. Here come the Nets. It's a free throw attempt, and taking these shots from the line will be Julius Erving. The doctor is 79-9 from the line. He makes the first and makes the second. Doctor's been relatively quiet so far in this game, but he does hit these 2 free throws, and the Nets now lead 37-36 with 7:20 to go in the first half. That's going to be a basket for St. Louis, and making that shot will be Fu Kennedy. So the Nets now lead 38-37. Excuse me, the Spirit lead 38-37 with 7 minutes to go. Here's a basket for the Nets, and that's going to be Al Skinner off the bench. His first points of the game. And the Nets now lead 39-38, 6:40 remaining in the opening half. And that's a turnover for St. Louis. Here come the Nets the other way. It's a 2-point attempt, and taking that shot will be John Williamson. He will be defended by Steve Jones, who's a +5. That makes Williamson a 53-6, and he makes the shot. So the Nets now lead 41-38 with 6 minutes to go in the opening period. Here's a basket for St. Louis, and that's going to be Fly Williams. So it's 41-40 in favor of the Nets with 5:40 to go in the second. And that's a turnover. Here comes St. Louis the other way. That's going to be a basket, and making that shot will be Gus Gerard. And St. Louis now leads 42-41 with 5 minutes to go in the half. Here come the Nets. It's going to be a free throw attempt. And that's going to be Irving again. He's a 79-9. Doctor makes the first one. And makes the second one. 4 points for Irving here in the second period, and they're all from the free throw line. And the Nets lead 43-42 with 4:40 to go in the first half. Here's a 2-point attempt for St. Louis. Taking the shot is going to be Gus Gerard. He will be defended by Julius Irving, who's a -9. That makes Gerard a 36-6. Good defense from the Doctor, and he misses that shot, and here come the Nets the other way. It's a basket, and making that shot is the Doctor, his first points from the floor. And it's now 45-42 in favor of the Nets. Here come the Spirit the other way with 4 minutes to go. This is going to be a basket. And making that shot is Terry Driscoll. Off the bench, his first points of the game. So the Nets lead 45-44 with 3:40 to go in the first half. It's a 2-point attempt. Taking the shot will be Brian Taylor. He will be defended by Freddie Lewis, who's a +3. That makes Taylor a 55-9. And he misses the shot. Good defense from Freddie Lewis. We're going the other way with 3:20 to go in the half. Here's a basket for St. Louis. And taking that shot and making it will be Maurice Lucas. His first points of the second half. And the Spirit now lead 46-45. 3 minutes to go. Here is a 2-point attempt. Taking the shot will be the Doctor. He will be defended by Gus Gerard, who's a +2. That makes Irving a 53-5. And he makes it. Gets it to drop. Irving has 8 points this quarter. And it's now 47-46 in favor of the Nets. 2:40 to go. It's a free throw attempt. Taking these shots will be Fly Williams, who's an even 83. He makes the first one and makes the second one. So the Spirits now lead 48-47 with 2:20 to go. Here come the Nets. This is going to be a 2-point attempt, and that's coming from Brian Taylor. He will be defended by Jimmy Foster, who is a +3. That makes Taylor a 55-9, and he makes the shot. So now it's the Nets 49-48. With 2 minutes to go in the half. And it's a turnover for the Spirit. 1:40. Here come the Nets the other way. And they are going to go on a run to end this period. Actually, it's going to go into the next period because we have 1:40 left. All right, so let's see what they do here. We roll an 18. That's going to be an 8-0 run. All right. So that's a 30. We're going to be looking at the second row. So the point guard's going to score a 3, and that will be Bill Melchione. Cyclops hits the 3. And that gives the Nets 52. The shooting guard is going to make one of 2 free throws, and that will be John Williamson. So he's going to pick up another point. Nets are at 53. Nothing for the small forward. 2 points for the power forward. And that's going to be Larry Keenan. And lastly, 2 points for the center, and that will be Willie Sojourner. And he's going to hit a 2 as well. His first points of the game. And after all that, it's 57 to 48. It's a 9-point lead for the Nets. Because we take 2 minutes off, I have to deduct 20 seconds off of the third quarter to make up the rest of the time for that run. And I'll be right back with the third quarter after I get the totals. All right, we're back for the second half with the Nets leading 57 to 48. And tip off for the second period, for the second half, excuse me, goes to the Spirits. Here they come down the floor. It's going to be a basket, and making that shot will be Marvin Barnes. And now it's 57 to 50 in favor of the Nets. I forgot to take the 20 seconds off the clock for the run, so we're down to 11:20. It's a free throw attempt for the Nets, and taking these shots will be Billy Paltz, who is a 74-8. He makes the first one, and he makes the second one. So Whopper goes 2 for 2 from the line here in the third period. And the Nets now have 59 to the Spirits 50 with 11 to go in the third. And that's a turnover for St. Louis. Here come the Nets the other way. This is going to be a basket, and making this shot will be the Whopper again, Willie Paltz. Now it's 61 to 50. Nets have an 11-point lead built up with 10:20 to go in the third period. This is going to be a basket for St. Louis, and making this shot will be Freddie Lewis. So 61 to 52 in favor of the Nets with 10 to go here in the third. It's a free throw attempt. Going to the line is going to be Super John Williamson. He's an 83.7. He makes the first shot and makes the second. So it's 63 to 51 in favor of the Nets. 9:40 to go in the third. Here's a 2-point attempt for St. Louis, and taking the shot will be Maurice Lucas. He will be defended by Billy Paltz, who is a -7. So that makes Lucas an even 40. And he makes the shot over the Whopper. And now it is 63 to 54. 9:20 to go in the third. Here come the Nets. This is a basket, and making this shot will be Billy Paltz, who's gotten hot all of a sudden. Nets have 65 to the Spirits 54 with 9 to go in the third. This is a free throw attempt. Going to the line for St. Louis is going to be Goo Kennedy, who's a 72.5. He makes the first one. It rattles around and drops in. And the second one he also makes. So it's 66 to 56. Or 65 to 56, excuse me, with 8:40 to go here in the third. Here come the Nets, and it's a free throw attempt. And taking these shots is going to be Brian Taylor. BT is a 76.5. First one rattles around and drops out, and he makes the second one. His first points of the second half. The Nets have 66 to the Spirits 56. 10-point lead with 8:20 to go in the third. Spirits turn it over. Here come the Nets the other way. That's going to be a basket. And making that one is going to be Bill Melchione. Cyclops coming off the bench. And it's now 68 to 56. 12-point lead. 7:40 to go. Here come the Spirit the other way. Two-point attempt. Taking the shot will be Freddie Lewis. He will be defended by Bill Melchione, who's a -3. That makes Lewis a 45-8. And he misses a shot. Good defense from Melchione. And the Nets are going the other way with 7:20 to go. And they turn the ball right back over. 7 minutes to go here in the third. Nets lead 68 or 68 to 56, excuse me. This is going to be a two-point attempt for St. Louis, and taking the shot will be Gus Gerard. He'll be defended by Julius Erving, who's a -9. That makes Gerard a 36-6. And he makes the shot over Erving. So it's now a 10-point game, 68 to 58, with 6:40 to go in the third. Here come the Nets. This is a free throw attempt, and going to the line will be Larry Keenan. Or excuse me, Julius Erving. He's a 79-9. He makes the first one and misses the second. So Irving's first point of the second half makes it 69 to 58 in favor of the Nets. 6:20 to go in the third. Here comes St. Louis the other way. That's going to be a basket. And getting this one to drop is going to be Maurice Lucas. And it's 69 to 60. 6 minutes to go in the third. Free throw attempt. And going to the line is going to be Wendell Ladner, who's a 60 even from the line. He misses the first one, but he makes the second one and gets his first points of the game. Or point, I should say. And it's now 70 to 60, 10-point lead for the Nets with 5:40 to go. And that's going to be a basket for the Spirit, and that's coming from Steve Jones. So it's 70 to 62 in favor of the Nets with 5:20 to go here in the third. And that is going to be a basket. And making that shot will be the Doctor. And it's 72 to 62. 10-point lead with 5 to go in the third. Free throw attempt for St. Louis. Going to the line, it's going to be Fly Williams. He's an even 83. First one rattles around and does not drop in. And neither does the second. And here come the Nets the other way. With 4:40 to go, it's going to be a basket. And making that shot is Willie Sojourner. Big man off the bench. And it's 74 to 62. 12-point lead for the Nets. Oops. Forgot to move that over. And there's 4:20 to go. This is a free throw attempt for St. Louis. Going to the line will be Maurice Lucas, he is a 78-6. Makes the first one and misses the second one. Lucas gets one to drop. And it's 74-63, 11-point lead. 4 minutes to go here in the third. Free throw attempt for the Nets, and going to the line will be Larry Keenan. He's an even 77. Makes the first one and makes the second. His first points of the second half. And it's 76-63, 13-point lead for the Nets with 3:40 to go in the third. And that's a turnover by St. Louis. 3:20 to go. Here come the Nets. That's a basket. Making that one, it's going to be Al Skinner. And it's 78-63, 15-point lead. 3 minutes to go in the third. Here come the Spirits, and it's a free throw attempt. And going to the line will be Marvin Barnes, who's a 67 even. Misses the first one and makes the second one. So Barnes gets one to drop. And it's 78-64, 14-point lead for the Nets, 2:40 to go here in the third. It's a 2-point attempt. Taking this shot will be the Doctor. He will be defended by Goo Kennedy, who's a +2. That makes Irving a 53-5. And good defense from Kennedy prevents Irving from scoring. So there's 2:20 to go. And we're going the other way. And unfortunately, the Nets the Spirit turn it right back over. We got 2 minutes to go in the period, third period. That was a 9. That's going to be a basket for the Nets. And making that one will be Al Skinner. Getting a little bit of production out of Skinner off the bench here in the third. That's 4 points for him this quarter. And it's now 80-64. It's a 16-point lead for the Nets with 1:40 to go in the third. And it's a free throw attempt for St. Louis. And going to the line is going to be Terry Driscoll. He's a 74.1. He makes the first one and misses the second one. So Driscoll gets one to drop. And it's 80-65, 15-point lead for the Nets. 1:20 to go here in the third. And that's a turnover. Opportunity for the Spirit to cut into the lead a little bit, yet they turn it right back over. There's only 40 seconds remaining in the period. Here come the Nets. It's going to be a free throw attempt. Going to the line will be Willie Sojourner. He's an even 70. Misses the first one, not even close, but makes the second. And that's 81 for the Nets to 65 for the Spirit. 20 seconds to go. Free throw attempt. Going to the line will be Maurice Lucas. He's a 78.6. And he makes the first one. And he makes the second one. So the Spirit have 67 to the Nets 81. It's a 14-point lead. Final possession of the third. And it's a 2-point attempt. And taking this shot will be the Doctor. And he will be defended by Gus Gerard, who is a +2. That makes Irving a 53-5. And to end the period, he gets that bucket to drop. And after after 3. It's the Nets 83 and the Spirit 67. Once I get the totals, I'll be back with the final period. All right, here we are back for the final period with the Nets leading 83 to 67. So we're going to jump it, and that's going to the Spirit to start the 4th period, final period of the game. And here comes the Spirit. It's going to be a free throw attempt. Going to the line will be Freddie Lewis. He's an even 84. He misses the first one, but makes the second. So the Spirits now have 68 to the Nets 83. Here come the Nets the other way. And that is going to be a basket. And getting that one to drop is Larry Keenan, who was relatively quiet in the 3rd quarter, only scoring 2 points. But the Nets have 85 to the Spirits 68 with 11:20 to go in the game. It's a 2-point attempt. Taking this shot will be Maurice Lucas. He will be defended by Billy Paltz, who's a -7. That makes Lucas a 40 even from the floor, and he makes it over the Whopper. Lucas is having himself quite a game. And it's now 85 to 70, 15-point lead, 11 minutes to go in this final period. It's a three-point attempt for the Nets, and taking this shot, it's going to be Irving. He will be defended by Gus Gerard, who's a +2. That's going to make Irving a 35-3. And good defense from Gerard forces a miss from the Doctor, and there is 10:40 to go, and we're going the other way with St. Louis. And that's going to be a 2-point attempt. Taking the shot will be Freddie Lewis. He'll be defended by Bill Melchione, who's a -3. That makes Lewis a 45-8, and he gets it to drop. So it's now 85 to 72, 13-point lead with 10:40 to go. This is going to be a 2-point basket, and making that shot will be the Doctor. So the Nets have 87 now to 73 for the Spirit. 10 minutes to go in the game. It's a free throw attempt. Going to the line will be Fly Williams. He's an 83 even. He makes the first one and misses the second one. So the Spirit now have 73 to 87 for the Nets. 14-point lead. Here come the Nets. 76. That's going to be a basket. And making that shot once again is Dr. J. This one might be slipping away from the Spirit. A lot of time to go, but the momentum seems to be going New York's way. There's 9:20 to go in the game. That's going to be a basket for the Spirit, and making that shot will be Gene Moore off the bench. Quiet all game. Gets 2 points here in the 4th. The Spirit now have 75 to 89 with 9 minutes to go. Nets lead 68 is going to be a basket, and making that one will be Special K. Larry Keenan's getting on the board here again in the 4th. And that's 91 for the Nets to 75. 16-point lead, 8:40 to go here in the final period. That's going to be a 2-point attempt. Taking that shot will be Gus Gerard. He'll be defended by Julius Irving, who's a -9. That's going to make Gerard a 36-6. And he gets it to drop over the Doctor. Nice shot by Gerard. And it's now 77 for the Spirit to 91 for the Nets with 8:20 to go. It's going to be a 2-point attempt for New York. Taking that shot will be John Williamson. He will be defended by Fly Williams, who's a +2. Williamson becomes a 50.6, and good defense by Fly forces the turnover. There's 8 minutes to go in the game. Nets lead 91-77, 14 points. See if St. Louis can cut into that. That's going to be a 2-point attempt. Taking the shot will be Gus Gerard. He will be defended by Julius Erving, who's a -9. Gerard beat him last time, so he's going to 36.6, and he scores again over the Doctor. Another nice shot for Gus Gerard. And it's now 91-79. 12-point lead, 7:40 to go. Spirits just need a couple stops or a run to get back in this game. All right, this is a 2-point attempt, and taking this shot will be Billy Paltz. He will be defended by Maurice Lucas, who's only a -1, so Paltz becomes a 47-7. And good defense by Lucas forces the turnover. And here comes the Spirit the other way with 7:20 to go in the game. But they turn the ball right back over to New York. Can't take advantage of the stop. And this is a turnover by the Nets, so we're going back the other way. Nets still lead 91-79. This is going to be a free throw attempt, and going to the line for St. Louis will be Fly Williams. He's an even 83. He makes the first one and makes the second one. So the Spirit are going on a little bit of a run here. And it's now a 10-point lead, 91-81, with 6:20 to go. And here come the Nets the other way. It's a free throw attempt. Going to the line is Billy Paltz. He's a 74-9. Misses the first one, but makes the second one. So it's now 92-81, an 11-point lead. 6 minutes to go in the game. Here come the Spirit. This is going to be a basket, and making this shot will be Marvin Barnes for his first points of the quarter. And it's now 91-83. 8-point lead, 5:40 to go. This is going to be a 2-point attempt for New York. And taking this shot will be Al Skinner. He will be defended by Steve Jones, who is a +5. So that's going to make Skinner a 54 even. And he makes it. And the Nets now have 94-83 for the Spirit, an 11-point lead with 5:20 to go in the game. It's a free throw attempt. Going to the line will be Goo Kennedy. He's a 72-5. He makes the first one and makes the second one. So it's now a 9-point game, 94-85 with 5 minutes to go. Here come the Nets. This is a basket, and making this one is going to be Al Skinner. Nice to see some production out of Skinner here. So it's 96-85, an 11-point lead. 4 minutes to go in the game. Here comes St. Louis. Free throw attempt, and going to the line will be Steve Jones. He's a 68-3. Misses the first one and makes the second one. So it's a 10-point lead, 96-86, 4:20 to go. Here come the Nets. This is going to be a 2-point attempt. taking the shot will be Billy Paltz. He will be defended by Maurice Lucas. He's a -1. Makes Paltz a 47-7. And Paltz sinks that one. And it's now 98-86. 12-point lead. 4 minutes to go. Time running out for the Spirit. They need a run, or they need a couple stops to get back in this game. Free throw attempt for St. Louis. Taking these shots will be Freddie Lewis. He's an even 84. He makes the first one and makes the second one. So it's 98-88, 10-point lead for the Nets, 3:40 to go. They bring the ball down the court, and it's going to be a basket, and making this one will be John Williamson. And the Nets hit 100 and lead 100-88, 12-point lead, 3:20 to go for St. Louis. It's going to be a basket, and making this shot will be Marvin Barnes. Ten-point lead, 100-90 for the Nets with 3 minutes to go. Free throw attempt. Going to the line will be Bill Melchioni. He's a 79-5. Makes the first one. And makes the second one. First 2 points for Melchioni this quarter. And it's 102-90. 12-point lead for the Nets with 2:40 to go. This is going to be a 2-point attempt. And taking this shot will be Marvin Barnes. He'll be defended by Larry Keenan, who's a -6. That makes Barnes a 43-9, and he drops it. And it's 102-92, 10-point lead for the Nets, 2:20 to go. Spirits really need a couple stops or a run. It's a free throw attempt. Going to the line will be Billy Paltz again. He's a 74-8. Makes the first one and misses the second one. So it's 103-92, 11-point lead. 2 minutes to go. Spirits really need a run. Instead, they get a free throw attempt, and going to the line will be Gus Gerard. He's a 73-8. He makes the first one and makes the second one. So it's 103-94, 9-point lead, 1:40 to go. Time running out for the Spirit. This is a free throw attempt. Going to the line is Ed Manning, who has been totally quiet this game, but he's an 83.3. He makes the first one and makes the second for his first 2 points of the game. So it's now 105-94. It's an 11-point lead with 1:20 to go. It's going to be very difficult for the Spirit to get back in this. It's a free throw attempt, and going to the line will be Goo Kennedy. He's a 72-5, makes the first one and makes the second one. Kennedy's had himself a decent game. And it's now 105-96, 9-point lead for the Nets. Minute to go. It's going to be a free throw attempt, and going to the line will be Billy Paltz again. He's been visiting the line quite a bit this second half. He is a 74-8, so he misses the first one and makes the second one. So it's 106-96. 10-point lead, 40 seconds to go. Spirit get a free throw attempt. Going to the line will be Marvin Barnes. He's a 67 even. He misses the first one, but makes the second one. And it's 106-97, 9-point lead. Last possession for the Nets. And it's a 3-point attempt. And taking this shot will be Wendell Ladner. He will be defended by Gus Gerard, who's a +2. That's going to make Ladner a 21.4. And he misses. So the final possession of the game. Here come the Spirit. And they turn it over. Nets run out the clock, and that's it. So the Nets make it 6 in a row, and the final score is 106-97. 9-point win. Not too far off from the in real life. I'll be back in a few minutes once I get these totals for a wrap. Hope you stick around. All right, we're back. So the Nets win this one, 109. Or no, that's the actual in real life score, 106-97. Point distribution for both teams was kind of spread out. They were spreading the wealth in this game. Dr. J, Julius Erving, led all players with 21 points for the Nets and 19 from Maurice Lucas for the Spirits of St. Louis. But everyone scored. Wendell Ladner only had 1, and Manning only had 2. But we got some decent distribution from the bench, contributions from the bench. 10 points from Skinner, 7 from Melchioni, and that's who I'm really concerned about, is the performance of the Nets. So that's going to do it for this one. Off the top of my head, I don't remember where the next game is. I think it's in Utah. It's either Utah or Denver on this 4-game road trip. And I'll be back with that sometime down the road in the near future. And I'll be back again with another replay video. And until then, take care.